Hi, my name is Christina. Welcome to my website, Otters and Owls. Otters and owls are two of my favorite animals, which inspired the name for this website. And I'd like to talk about the purpose first. My target audience is children and their parents, but mostly for the children. And my hope was to have a fun place for them to explore and help them develop different perspectives to deal with the stresses in life, just by exposing them to some fun things. So you'll see that this is the welcome page, and my primary colors are red, yellow, and blue, just bright, simple colors that children love. And I also chose a font that is very large and easy to read for children. And then you'll see that the images are lots of cute pictures of otters and owls that they will enjoy. So my home page just introduces them to the site, the parents and the children, and gives the children an opportunity to pretend to be an otter, an owl, or an owl. And then on the About page, we have some facts about otters and owls, something that children might find interesting, and to help them get more in the mindset of thinking like an otter or an owl. And then there's a little bit here about me. Then we have the advice page. And the idea here being that the children would look at the situation and then think whether an otter or an owl or both animals would think like that. My original idea was to have little boxes that the children could drag and drop onto the pictures, but that's something for a future date when I have better coding skills. And I'm really happy about these illustrations. My mother did them for me, which is kind of fun. And she also did this hidden picture on my hidden pictures page, something that children like to do. And then these are some other hidden pictures that she's done in the past, and as you can see, she's quite a talented artist, so I was blessed to have her input and help on this. And then the last thing on my main navigation is my contact page, so that you can submit a story if you have your own story you'd like to share. If I were to expand this website, I would have a stories page because I like to make up stories or share stories, and then I would let children share their stories and we could go back and forth with that. Here on the bottom we have a link to my practice page that we all did, and then also my style guide. And the thing I learned most was how to code in HTML and CSS. I've never had any experience with that before. It's exciting to be able to create things with code, and refreshing to learn that there's a lot of different ways to come to the same design goal. I also learned to appreciate those who create these user-friendly programs like brackets or others to make it easier for those of us who find it a little more challenging. And that is one of the hardest things for me to do, was to overcome my fears of coding. I tended to have some mental blocks that I had to work through. This happened most often with my FTP. I'm generally an organized person, but struggled to keep track of my files and often needed support from Sister Brownie or the tutor to get everything linked properly. Ironically, this last week, in trying to get organized, I lost my style guide and had to try to recreate it from just a partial that was saved, and I never did get everything relinked properly. So another thing I learned is that I still have a lot to learn, but I enjoyed the process. Thank you.